You know, one of the strategic goals for our city council has been sharing our story and talking about all the great things that go on in Mesquite, Texas. We're always looking for opportunities and for those windows of opportunity to promote Mesquite, and not just Mesquite, but some of the great things that go on, and those great things are done by great people. And tonight we have a very special person, and we have an opportunity to share. So at this time, we're going to be playing a brief news story, and after that we'll have a presentation.
There is no such thing as a small act of kindness, and the man that you're about to meet knows that the tiniest gesture can change a person's life. He is a stranger to those that he's helping, but says he'll do whatever it takes. Sean Giggy has tonight's WFAA original.
Nearly all of the 580 kids at Florence Elementary in Mesquite can't afford to eat lunch. Because of that, some eat lunch for free. Others pay just 40 cents. But even then, some kids still can't afford 40 cents.
Yes.
At least, Principal LaDonna Gully says it used to be that way. If not for a senior citizen who reads the newspaper.
After
84-year-old Don Douglas lives down the street.
Yeah.
Don was married for 50 years before his wife died in '06. But their children and grandchildren went to school at Florence.
Reading this stuff.
Don has pretty much lost his vision.
Legally blind.
But through a projector, he can still read the newspaper.
My mom blessed.
And about a year ago, he read a report that said a lot of local students don't get enough to eat.
I still get upset when I think about kids being hungry.
It bothered Don so much that he marched right down to Florence Elementary and demanded to speak with someone.
And he walked in here and he said, I need to see the principal. So we explained to him, our situation, that yes, unfortunately we do have students here that, are not able to eat. And he just said, he literally went into his billfold and pulled out $100 and said, I'm giving you this money, and this is to make sure that every single student in your building has the opportunity to eat.
That was last August, and he's done it every month since.
Oh, yeah.
Keep in mind, Don's not a rich man. He survives off Social Security, and the money he gives to feed those kids comes out of his retirement.
They can't learn when they're hungry.
Don says it's worth every penny.
If everybody chipped in a little bit, see, then no kid would go hungry.
I think at the end of the day, it just becomes really priceless for our kids.
At this point, I must admit, Don really didn't want to go on camera. He told Principal Gully he wasn't seeking recognition. But then he paused and asked her, if I do this interview, do you think it will encourage other people to help these kids?
That's not an issue.
Principal Gully smiled and nodded. And Don said, okay, I'll do whatever it takes. And hopefully now, so will we. Sean Giggy, Channel 8 News.
I can have the council down here with me, please. Don, come on over. I think you've got a few guests with you tonight. I noticed you've got a lady that I saw on the camera there a minute ago. Yes, sir. Come on in here and turn around right here. So I know that you don't always see everything the way that you want to, and a lot of us don't anymore, quite honestly. But you got a pretty good group over here tonight, don't you? I think you do. Y'all want to? I know we're not on the microphone, but y'all want to tell us who you are?
I'm Michael Slagle. I'm his grandson. This is my girlfriend, Amy.
I'm Deborah Lacey, one of his daughters.
Yes, sir.
Son-in-law.
Diana Hawkins, one of his daughters, went to Florence Elementary.
Yes, sir.
James Douglas went to Florence as well.
I'm James's wife, Leanne Douglas.
Grandson, Derek Jones, Florence Elementary. Son-in-law, John Christian.
And our principal.
Principal of Florence Elementary.
Thank you. We don't always get to honor all the things that go on in this country and in this city. And tonight, we've got a special honor for you. And I'll tell you what, I'll let the principal hold this. So, and you can. I've got a proclamation she's going to give to you, but I'm going to read this for you tonight, all right? So whereas some of the students at J.H. Florence Elementary School in Mesquite, Texas are on free and reduced meals, and whereas Mesquite senior citizen and neighbor of the school, Don Douglas, became aware of this and decided to act. Whereas Mr. Douglas has selfishly donated money of his own to the principal of the school to help feed those students in need. And whereas the story of Mr. Douglas and his kindness brought attention and more donations from others in our community to this plight to help feed students in need. Whereas Mr. Douglas demonstrated tremendous character, sincere humility, and the true essence of the Mesquite community. Now, therefore, on behalf of the Mesquite City Council, I, Stan Pickett, Mayor of the City of Mesquite, do hereby proclaim Monday, October 1st, 2018 as Don Douglas Day in the City of Mesquite. We urge all of our citizens to thank Mr. Douglas for reminding us about the value of loving thy neighbor and helping others in need every day, proclaimed this first day of October 2018. Mr. Douglas, thank you, sir. It's an honor to know you. Our council members would like to say thank you too, if you don't mind walking there. Either way y'all want to do it.
I want to thank the mayor and the councilman, council people, I guess. It's an honor, but we all understand that this is not about me. It's about our kids. And my grandson there asked me, he's got some buddies that wanted to do something, so he asked me what they could do. Well, you can go down to your neighborhood school, elementary, medium, what do you call it? Middle school. And high school is public or private, and find out if there's some kids there that need help buying lunch. And if they do, you can make a choice to help out a little bit if you want to. I haven't given up anything. I still drink 3 or 4 cups of coffee a day. And I'm not asking anybody else to give up anything. But if you want to help, you have the opportunity. Thank you.